So with the NBA season starting to roll in, there is so many things going on and so much to talk about. Many teams are shocking the world and showing why they've been slept on, while others have been super disappointing. The Cleveland Cavaliers are already showing why they are going to be a dominant force, and they've been playing even better than expected. In this video, as you can probably already tell, I'm once again going to be talking about the Cleveland Cavaliers because they are such a fun team to watch, and they are even better than what I originally expected. With the NBA season finally here, I'm going to be making so much content, and I would really appreciate all of your support. It takes only 5 seconds to like and subscribe, plus you can always change your mind. I'm on the road to 6K subscribers, and I know you all can help me get there very fast. So the Cleveland Cavaliers are coming off some very big wins, and their record has shown the world how legit of a team they are. I know a lot of people coming into the season never wanted to give credit or acknowledge the Cleveland Cavaliers, but now they are left with no choice because this team is the real deal and there is no getting around that. And we also haven't even seen what they're like with Darius Garland. Donovan Mitchell has been playing like the absolute undeniable MVP of the league, and he's also getting no recognition. Yes, I know guys like Luka and Giannis exist right now, but I think Mitchell should be in the lead of that race. He has carried the Cavs on his back and literally done everything. In his recent game against the Knicks, Mitchell was the sole reason the Cavs came back and won. He can score at will, he gets teammates involved, he does crazy passes and really just puts on a show. Tonight he set up Kevin Love, and Love torched the Knicks with 8 threes, and Mitchell also had 8. It was just an incredible game and win. Mitchell has also been playing great defense since he's less exhausted from having more options around him on the offensive end. He's been great at reading passing lanes, and he has created havoc for other point guards along with Caris Lavert. I again just can't believe that we are doing all of this without all-star point guard Darius Garland. This team is just so dangerous, and if we beat the Celtics on Wednesday's game, we could be number 1 in the power rankings. I really can't even believe that I'm saying that. The stat that has really stood out for me so far this season is that the only 2 teams to have a top 10 offensive and defensive rating is the Cavs and the Suns, and that's it. That just says a lot about this team and where I think they could go. I know a lot of people were a bit worried when we traded for Mitchell that we were losing defense by trading away our 7-foot small forward, but that just hasn't been the case at all, and honestly, we've been even better. There was no way that swapping Lauri Markkanen for Donovan Mitchell was going to make us worse in any way. Lowry last season was huge for the Cavs, but obviously when you have a chance to get a player like Mitchell, you have to take it regardless of the risks. I'm also super glad to see that Markkanen has found his new home and is playing like an all-star in Utah. I always knew he had the potential, but I did feel like that his game was a bit bottled up in Cleveland because of the system that we have. And not saying that it's a bad one, but for guys like Lowry, he didn't have a ton of volume, and he wasn't able to showcase his all-star talent. Anyways, getting back to the Cavs, another player I always talk about in almost every video now is Dean Wade. Wade is just so underrated, and his name needs to get out there. He's super consistent every night, and against the Knicks he had 22 and shot a very efficient 8 for 11. Wade is just one of those guys who opponents hate to face. The Cavs just have so many ways to beat you, and it's so fun to watch, which I've said about too many times, but I'm not going to stop because this team is just so exciting and they have no ceiling. But going back to when I said they have so many ways that they can beat you, tonight Caris Lavert was coming off a huge 41-point game against the Celtics, but in the Knicks game, he couldn't buy a basket. I'm going to stand by what I've said since we got Caris, which is that he's the most inconsistent shot maker I've ever seen. He's always going to show up defensively and set up teammates, but when it comes to making shots, he's either very on or very off. Moving on, once again, Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen proved why they are all-stars, even though they don't put up the numbers. The things they do never show up in the box score, and I can't even begin to tell you how important Allen is to this team. He is the backbone to everything they do, and him and Mobley never let a shot go up uncontested. I know I get more and more excited about this team every video I make, and hopefully it's not annoying to any of you guys, but we're winning right now. We have Garland, Mitchell, Mobley, and Allen locked up for another 4 years, and hopefully longer. Life is just good as a Cavs fan. Wednesday against the Celtics, Darius Garland will finally be back from his eye injury, by that Gary Trent Jr. punk and that dirty Raptors team. I'm just messing around. I don't actually hate the Raptors, but they definitely are physical. But anyways, I have no idea how anyone is going to be able to stop both Garland and Mitchell, and then along with that, Mobley and Allen are forces in the paint, and then guys like Dean Wade, Lavert, and Kevin Love will also need to be accounted for. This team just has too much offense to be stopped. I've been waiting for 5 years since LeBron left for the Cavs to finally be relevant again, and it's safe to say at this point that they are officially back. Another player that I also completely forgot about for the last few weeks that will eventually be returning is Ricky Rubio. Rubio was a catalyst off the bench last season and provided so much leadership that I actually feel like he may have been the biggest leader on the team. This year we have so much depth that injuries finally won't be a huge issue unless they are season ending. We all know eventually they will come, it's just inevitable, and I think Cleveland is finally prepared. Again, I just can't wait to see Mitchell and Garland on the floor together, and Bickerstaff already said that he wants one of those guys on the floor at all times, so if you look at how this team's been playing already and subtract all of Raul Neto's minutes and put in Garland, this team is a force in the Eastern Conference. Before this season started, I said I thought the Cavs could be a 1 or 2 seed, and many of you guys laughed at me. I know it's still super early, but things seem to be heading that way. Hopefully I didn't just completely jinx everything, but only time will tell, and I can't wait to see what's in store for the future when the whole team is healthy. Again, Cleveland is just such a well-run organization top to bottom, and it's incredible how fast they rebuilt the team after LeBron left. For most teams, they would probably just be getting started, but for the Cavs, they went from having nothing to having an all-star lineup in just 3 or 4 years. That's all I have to say in this video. There has just been so much craziness going on in the NBA so far this season, and I love it. I covered a lot, and obviously there is so much more to talk about. I'm going to continue to pump out as much content as possible, so I would really appreciate it if you would join me for the ride. I'm on the road to 6K subscribers, and I believe y'all can help me get there. Also, one more thing, make sure to comment below what you want to see next. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and until next time, I'll see you all later.